Why didn't the San Francisco 49ers trade for Jaylon Johnson? It was heavily reported that the 49ers were linked to the Bears cornerback for a potential trade. And as it was reported on prior, Jaylon Johnson was granted ability to go out and find a trade partner. But apparently, nothing really came to fruition, and that really falls on the Bears. And I think less to do with the San Francisco 49ers. Because when you look across the league, it sounds like multiple teams were aggressively pursuing Jaylon Johnson. The Bills were after him, the Steelers were after him, and of course, the San Francisco 49ers. But all teams bailed. And I think it really comes down to the Bears were just asking for too much. And as a result, we saw what the Bills did. They did a straight pivot and they traded for Rasul Douglas from the Green Bay Packers for probably a fraction of the price. So I've seen a lot of people so far, a lot of the early reactions are people being upset with the San Francisco 49ers that they weren't able to get Jaylon Johnson. But you have to look, no one got Jaylon Johnson. And it was because they were just asking too much. It was one of these situations where the Bears were only going to trade him if they got above market value, not just market value, above market value. And sometimes that's enough to not to get a deal done. We've seen the San Francisco 49ers. I mean, look at the deals that they did with Randy Gregory and with Chase Young. Both of them low risk, high reward type moves, not giving up a ton. The 49ers at the end of the day got to be smart with how they go about their trades. So realistically, I don't fault the San Francisco 49ers for not getting the deal done because from all reports that we've gotten, they were extremely aggressive in trying to obtain Jaylon Johnson from the Bears. And it would have been phenomenal to get the 24-year-old cornerback who's one of the best in the league right now, but it just doesn't sound like that was in the cards for the Bears. So we'll see what ultimately happens with Jaylon Johnson, his future with the Bears at the end of the year. But who knows? Maybe you see the Bears tag him with the franchise tag at the end of the year. So ultimately, I don't fault the 49ers for not getting this done because no one got this done. The Bills couldn't do it, the Steelers couldn't do it. Clearly, the 49ers couldn't do it. They all attempted, and we're hearing from Rap Sheet, we're hearing from Jordan Schultz, we're hearing from a bunch of different sources that all these teams aggressively pursued Jaylon Johnson, but it was ultimately the Bears that wouldn't accept anything because they were asking for ultimately too much, and what they were getting just wasn't enough, in their opinion, to move off the young corner. So I get it. A lot of people were upset, but I'm not really looking at the 49ers that being at fault. Just really comes down to the Bears not really feeling the need to trade him. And so they didn't unless they were going to get above market price. So I feel like the 49ers did a good job being able to go out and get Chase Young. I'm not too concerned that they weren't able to get Jaylon Johnson. Obviously, would have been a phenomenal signing, phenomenal trade to get a cornerback of that caliber into this defense with Chase Young. But I understand why it wasn't able to come to fruition. So I am not going to hold the 49ers' feet to the fire for potentially not getting that deal done because I can see why. It's easily explainable. And I think that the 49ers are going to be all right. So let me know what you guys think about the 49ers not getting Jaylon Johnson. Do you kind of see where I'm coming from? Are you still upset? Do you think they should be held accountable for not getting that deal done? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.